Alright, we should be live. Oh, we look good today. We should be live today. Oops. That's not right. 1 second. Alright, let's have a look. I'm gonna listen in on the stream. Let's see. Music working? Yep. Music's working. Kratos working. Gesture drawing is working. Alright! Right! Let's get to it. Alright, you can just sit back and watch or follow along. I don't know. I'm doing 31-minute gesture drawings. It'll take me roughly half an hour. Maybe a little bit more. Anyway, grab yourself one of these. Give me a drink of that. Anyway, let's get to it. Gesture drawing. Here we go. Oops, I opened Reaper by accident. Oh, no, close. That's okay. Alright, let's go. Let's start off with this one, huh? Go to the next one. Now, I've done this a little bit later in the day, because today my schedule was more in line with something else. I think her legs are a little bit big here. Maybe a little bit too big. Let me get Reaper out of the way. There we go. Perfect. Let's have a look at my positioning. Come this way a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Great. That's better. Whoops. Wasting time. This one's always pretty hard to depict. Holy crap, I am not up for this right now. Holy shit. I spent all my focus in the morning. No. But I've really dropped it, haven't I? Dropped the ball. Okay, I think I'm getting it again. Alright, that's it. There goes that. Alrighty. Now, it was getting a bit tough to draw at the start, but partway through I kind of got into the groove of things, and yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. I mean, I think I got a bit better on what I was drawing at least. Yeah, most of them are just unfinished, but that's because trying to get the objects that are closest to the camera working, except for this part here. Whoops! Anyway. Dear God, it's hot. It's so hot today. It's like 30 degrees. Like, jeez, Alright, let's push this aside for a second. Radio, let's save this. Holy moly. Alright, now that that is done, I can close this and swap this. 1 second. Turn that off. Change the monitor. Close this. Open this. Nice. Get into the flow. Oh my goodness, oh welcome. It's a late stream, but I don't care. Grab yourself one of these cold ones. You're gonna need it. I even have the AC on double what it was yesterday. But now, to reveal. 1 second. What I've been working on Blender. We got it to work! Alright, so if you were paying attention to the last stream, which was... You weren't, but anyway, if you were, from the future, paying attention to the last stream, there was a glitch. Actually, I might be able to show you now. With this one. There was a glitch where... If I were to grab the legs real quick. Alright, and the mechanical... If I were to squash and stretch his body, if I stretched it too far, there's a glitch that the legs would come out of the body. And so would the arms, apparently. Which is a bit annoying. If I do this enough. Oh no, the arms on this rig won't work, because I haven't rigged them yet. As you can see, I was in the process of rigging it. But there's this issue with the legs. So, last episode, which was yesterday... last stream, I fixed this bug. So now, it doesn't do it anymore. Yeah, it doesn't do it anymore. And the arms don't do it either. It's hard to look at right now because of all the things. So if I were to just turn this one on. Yeah, the legs don't come out of the body anymore. Because I'll show you just in just a second. The reason being, whoops, that's my recorder logbook, you could say. Anyway, because where are my legs? What I changed about it was it was these legs up here that were breaking. I just had to create a driver that changed how the legs function. So it was when a leg went past a certain point, you can actually see it here. So the leg has to go past a certain transformation point before it actually moves. So as you can see here, if I move a little bit, you can see that this part here, the green part, if you're paying attention, isn't moving. But I made it so that the driver would have to go 1.5 blender units, you could say, which is meters, I guess, has to hit a length of 1.5 until it can start moving physically. So if you can see it here. This is like between 0 and 1.5. It's not moving, and then when I open it, the legs start moving. See how it snaps? So this fixes our issue. The same thing was happening with the arms as well. Put target, put arms. Where's the hand? So I had to do the same thing for the hands as well. So I had to go in and create a driver. All I did was copy and paste this driver into here, and then just changed the specifics of it. Where instead of the leg bone, it was connected to the arm bone. Anyway, this one is 1.3 blender units, but it doesn't matter. It still functions the same, so that they no longer clip. I also had an issue last time that I fixed on last stream, which was... Actually, I might be able to show you in the other one better. Where's my blender stuff? There it is. Not this one, this one. I might be able to show you here. Which is... when the body would spin, the legs wouldn't spin with it. Which was an issue, because I need them to spin. So, what I did was I just swapped some parents over, and now the legs spin. So basically the whole rig is working. Some of the legs were parented to this up here, the squash and stretch. But because I think this is parented, let's see what the relationship here is. Yeah, so this is parented to this. If I parent the legs to the spin, the legs will spin with it. And also get affected by the parent of their parent. So now they can squash, stretch without bucking out. And it can scale properly, which is pretty good. But today, we will be focusing on... Well, I believe this next video is going to... It's basically the end of the rig, actually. So this is technically the end of this part of this 3D, you could say. Excuse me. That's my stream. Well, what do I say? We did a good job. Check it out. You want to see? You guys want to see what it's about? We got a squash and stretch body. We made it so that the body can squash and stretch. We made it so that the body can spin. We made it so that the head, when I pull it out, if I were to change this to 0, then I were to spin it. Oops, not that one. And then I were to... Oh. Then I were to spin it. It won't spin because of the drivers that I made, so that they would only focus on the target. And I also made it so that if the body were to move... Wow, that's not exactly what I'm looking for. I need the root to move. That's right. If I made the root move, the head would look at the target that should be here. There it is. So the target's going to move with the body. So the head will move like that. But I can swap it. I think by doing this, the head will move with the target. And then if I did this, I think the target will move with the head. It's a bit weird. I can't really explain it. Whoops. I need you following the body. Maybe it's supposed to be like this. Alt H. Grab the body. Nope, nope. Alt H. Press G. How was it that I could... I forgot. It's supposed to be doing this then? Nope, that's all of it together. That's supposed to be... Oh, if the head moves, the head will follow that. And we want it to do the same for the body, I believe. There we go. So, the reason why it was moving before is because the root world was moving, not the root local. But we've made it so that the head can do this, so that the head can follow the body, while also following a target. I just haven't made any custom shapes, because, to be honest, I'm lazy. I can't be bothered. And it's not like I'm going to be... anyone other than me is going to be animating with this anyway. So let me just reset this. So we did that. Is that up for a reason? There we go. It was the mechanical bit that was messing up. So we got the mechanical part, but essentially it all started like this. What the freak is that? Oh. When did I make that? If I delete these... Whoops. I think it was edit mode, and then I press X. Bones. Bones. Will that mess up the rig? I don't think so, right? Anyway. So... Why was that there? I have forgotten. I have forgotten. Oh. You okay, Busquet? You'll be okay. I know it's a bit hot today, but tough it out. Anyway, so essentially we made all the bones. These are now yellow. Oh, because the deformation bones are going to be yellow as well. So we essentially started with the root bone, then we made the legs, head, and arms. And such, we can't move these because it's pose mode, they're not going to move. The mechanical bone, squash and stretch. We got the mechanical arms. That none of this mechanical stuff is supposed to move anyway. We got the root world and root local. We got the body bone, which moves the body. Nice. We got the head bone, which moves the head. We've got the arms, where we can pull the arms out. With these clips, we've got the legs, so that we can pull the legs out. I think I could, oops, leave it like that. Then we got the target bones, which are the bones that move things. We got the bolts, where the flaps can actually rotate open. But only on the Y-axis. Nice. So we got ourselves fully rigged robotic character, which is pretty awesome, and I did it myself. Check this guy out. It's pretty awesome. So we're gonna save that, and that's about it. Yeah, I guess. Let's have a look. Oh, hold up. I just noticed something. My music. It wasn't playing. Anyway. Well, anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys here by sitting here in silence while listening to this guy talk about bone groups and organization for people who've never seen a rig before. So, I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. So, thank you, the viewer, for watching! Anyway, that's about it.